right, today we're gonna make strawberry cake mix cookies. Super simple. All you need is a 15.25 ounce box of strawberry cake mix, 2 eggs, a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and white chocolate chips. All right, we're gonna start with cracking our 2 eggs. And 2. All right, we're gonna add our 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. I like to break up my egg yolks just a little so they blend a little bit better before I add my cake mix. Go ahead and add your entire strawberry cake mix. All right, then just stir that with a rubber spatula. Scrape the edges as you go, scrape the bottom. And you really just want it to look like a kind of sticky dough with no dry spots. All right, so this is what your dough should look like. Next up, we're gonna add some white chocolate chips. If you want to measure, you can measure about 1/2 cup, maybe 1 cup, somewhere in that range. I like to measure with my heart and just fold those in. You want a lot of white chocolate chips. That's what makes these really good. So if you feel like you need a little bit more, add a little bit more. But also, when did chocolate chips and white chocolate chips get so expensive? I feel like they have literally doubled in price in the last year or 2. All right, so you want your dough to look something like that ratio of white chocolate chips and strawberry cake mix dough. All right, next you're gonna scoop out your cookie dough onto a cookie sheet with some parchment paper. I am reusing this is now my 3rd time. You want nice heaping scoops, and you want to spread them out because these cookies do tend to spread. So no more than like 12 per sheet. I would say even on a big cookie sheet, it's not worth the risk. So go ahead and fill up your pan. Once you have your 12 cookies on your cookie sheet, you might want to round them out a little bit, and you're going to pop them in the oven for about 10 to 11 minutes at 350. All right, I went ahead and scooped out what I could with the rest of the dough and ended up with a total of 18 cookies for this recipe. All right, so I just popped these out of the oven and you can see they spread. They look still light and fluffy. We're gonna move them over to a cooling rack for a couple minutes and I'll be back. All right, as you can see, our cookies are out of the oven. They've cooled on a cooling rack. You can eat them just like this, or you can sprinkle on a little powdered sugar, make them a little fancier. As my 6-year-old says, sugar powder. And see, just adds a little nice touch. Totally optional, but it does make it look nice. And my sacrifice one, pull that apart. Delicious. Enjoy.